Hello and good evening. It is 2021. A pandemic is sweeping the world by the name of coronavirus or COVID-19. The virus has now been around for more than 12 months and the world is feeling the strain. Thanks to the virus, an eclectic group of individuals from all over the world, from all walks of life, has had the opportunity to meet and stay in touch throughout the pandemic and the different degrees of quarantine and lockdown, using the medium of the internet as the prime tool for communications. Let's meet these wonderful personalities and see how this pandemic has affected them. All cameras off except David Davies, please.
Is it me now? Is it me? Oh, hello everybody, right you are. I think we're live now, are we? My name's David Davies. I know some of you may know me already. The thing is, I'm bloody sick of this lockdown now. It was all a bit of a novelty at first, you know, the clapping on the Thursday nights, trying to make the best of it at home, doing your cooking at home. But now I'm just bloody sick of it. I started picking up a few hobbies, right, to keep myself interested. Now it's been about 8-9 months. It's become a bit of an obsession, to be honest. I started painting these little garden gnomes. And very detailed things they are. Very nice, keep me occupied for a whole afternoon. But now, there's about bloody 200 of them in the back garden. I can't move for bleeding garden gnomes. It looks like a little army's invaded back there. Anyway, you'll be hearing more from me later. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Russ. And this lockdown is pants. I don't much like it. I quite like it going to the pub because I go in through the back door and I feel a bit like a secret agent on the piss, which is I get on with. And like I don't, sometimes if I want to feel really naughty, I don't wash my hands. I go to the bar and I don't wash my hands. It's like doubly naughty. So it's all right. Can't think of what else really. There's no football. That's crap. Yeah, that's me really.
Good evening, fellow countrymen. My name is President Makunda of Wakunda. Wakunda, as you all know, is a country in Africa. It is right in the middle of Africa. It is the heart of Africa. It is the beating heart of Africa. You should all visit Wakunda. Sadly, Wakunda, just like every other country on this planet, has not escaped the effects of the pandemic. We've been hit hard by COVID-19, just like every other country in this world. Wakunda has had its ups and downs. The pandemic, I'm sad to say, has also claimed lives. People of Wakunda and the rest of the world have lost their loved ones, family members, friends, fathers, mothers, daughters, and sisters. And this is why we've also implemented measures to combat the virus in the form of lockdowns. Lockdowns are not enjoyable, but they are a necessary medicine. We see light at the end of the tunnel, just like everybody else in the world. We see light at the end of the tunnel in the form of medical science, which has come up with vaccines. And these vaccines, at some point in time, not into the distant future, they are going to help us go back to the normal life as we used to know it before. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I hope people of Wakunda and the rest of the world will recognize that whatever is happening now is short-lived, and we rest all our hopes on the emergence of the vaccine. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Linda, and I'm going to introduce you to my friend Betty, because I don't think she'd want to introduce herself. You see, she's in Fairview Care Home. She's been there since shortly after her husband died. She likes singing, though. I've got to wash that bug right out of my hands. Whoops, I've missed a bit. What's for dinner? I've got to watch where I cough, watch where I sneeze. Whoops, I've done it wrong. I'm a sinner. They've got to spray their hands and put on a mask. Too much faff to go shopping. Will they manage? The PM changes his mind every day, never asking himself, what's the damage? We're not to hold hands, just a virtual hug, but real hugs for our true sustenance. What is life to me without thee? Now it's steer clear of folk, keep your distance. The distant landscape holds its breath. We pray, we hope to elude death. We pray, we hope to elude death.
This lockdown has been ridiculous. I can't believe it. It's been so long. Even my servants are having to social distance. They got me a 2-meter long spoon to feed me. They got it from Sheffield because Sheffield is where the cutlery is made all around the world. Apparently, but you know, I can't carry on like this. I can't see any of my subjects. This is silly. I can't. How long is this gonna go on for? Sorry. I've had enough. That's it.
Oh, hello, good evening. Oh, how do you do? I'm Alan Smith, but everyone here around me calls me, I'm better known as Weasel. For whatever reason, they give me the name Weasel. I live in a wood in the middle of Leicestershire, deep in a wood, because I got so despondent, disillusioned with what I call the rat race of life. Everyone, money, 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 money. Yes, I made plenty of money in my business. I made plenty of money I was in the fertilizer business, and yes, I made a few £1,000,000, but I realized after a long, long time, money's not everything. Yes, you need money to live off, but money can be the root of all evil, as they say. And I decided to leave the rat race, give away my money to my family. They will be comfortable forever. And my friends, close friends, and a few charities, which I don't normally speak about. But while we're on the subject, that's what I have done with the money. And I am happier than ever I've been. And the COVID has affected lots of people. I have the little transistor radio, and I keep up with the world news and local news, and that reminds me I need a couple of new batteries for it sometime soon. And I know that my family are safe. I have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, and 2 granddaughters and 2 grandsons, and I'm the luckiest man in the world. And they know I'm safe, and they know about roughly where I live. I live in an old shed in the wood, and I suppose you can call me a hermit, a recluse, which I chose that way. And it's not affected me as much as most people in the world, because I live on my own, as I say anyway, so I'm very lucky in that way. But I do feel sorry for the millions of people around the world who are suffering from this terrible, terrible virus. And I hope and pray that we will finally get an end to it all, with the scientists, the clever people who we have to put our trust in to solve this terrible, terrible situation. But it's a pleasure to speak to you, and thank you so much for taking your time and listening to my story. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Angelica, the mirror girl. I never used to be called the mirror girl. When I was little, a lot of people used to bully me, in Africa, bully me, called me names, all sorts of names, called me ugly, called me disgusting names. So I grew up having it in my head that I was really ugly. And then I kept on like that until one day I met a very old lady, and as I was sad, in my sad mood, and she gave me this little mirror. And she said, Angelica, take this mirror and have a look at yourself. So I opened the mirror and I looked and looked and looked at myself. And I loved what I saw in the mirror. And I fell in love with myself because what I saw in the mirror wasn't ugly. Then I was happy, jumping And happy when I got home, I decided to buy myself lots of mirrors. Mirror here, mirror there, mirror everywhere. In the kitchen, mirror. In the veranda corridors, mirror. In the bedroom, everywhere is mirror. I've got all sorts of mirrors. So now with the pandemic, lockdown, we're not allowed to go out. I'm stuck in the house with my mirror. Oh, my beautiful mirror. I've got all sort of whatever you can think of mirrors. So I just look at myself. That's how I've been able to manage with the lockdown imprisonment. You know, I just look at myself and admire myself and love myself. Now I'm happy, even with the pandemic. I'm coping. That's it.
Oh, Osama, your bunker has been busted. Your beard foreshortened. The earth moved, and your actions for world trade ended. It was the genesis of a genus. It wound its way through infancy, an austere childhood. The uncertainty of adolescence found firmness in self-abuse. The mass terror which crushed planes in the name of Allah sought to conceal itself in the name of science this time. Homegrown terror, deism made redundant by selfish fear. Oh, Osama, your bunker's been busted. Your beard foreshortened. The earth moved, and the erections for world trade ended. It was the genesis of a genus. It wound its way through infancy, an austere childhood. The uncertainty of adolescence found firmness in self-abuse. The mass terror which crushed planes in the name of Allah sought to conceal itself in the name of science this time. Homegrown terror. Deism made redundant by selfish fear.
Now, let's hear from the lovely David Davies and Weasel the Hermit, who have risked life and limb to actually meet in the flesh after so much time communicating and getting to know each other online.
Right. Oh, I love picking mushrooms in the morning. I love mushrooms, fresh mushrooms for breakfast, lunch, tea, dinner, supper sometimes. Some lovely mushrooms there. The smell of fresh mushroom. Some more there. Thought I heard something. Oh, it must be a car passing. The teenagers have the music on loud these days in the cars with the windows open. It's only about 1.5 miles down that way, down the, yes, so anyway. Ooh, some mushrooms. Nice mushrooms. What? It's getting louder. Oh. No. Might be the birds whistling or something, I don't know.
Gonna get it on, yeah. All right now.
Oh, it's a,
It is.
there's a
It bloody
chap over
is.
there.
Hello, Mister. It's Mr. Weasel. Hey, nice to see you. It's me. Hoo-hoo.
Do I know you, young man?
It's me. It's David Davies from the online thing, from the thing, you know. It's me.
David, I remember the name. Oh, yes, David, you live in Wales, don't you? Yeah, you come from Wales. Yes, I remember you, David.
How the
How
devil are you
young man?
doing, sir? I tell you
I know
what, I didn't expect to be here in a place like this, but my friend calls me up. He says, get yourself down to the woods. There's a banging party happening. I thought, what the hell? Let's make it happen.
Oh, are you with those? Are you with those guys over there? They're half dressed.
Aye, they are. They must be bloody freezing.
You must be. Well, they're kissing and cuddling and they're in the love bugs and everything, and it's like the 1970s again.
Well, yes, you arrived at the right time, Mr. Weasel. It's all been kicking off now. But I have to say, I did not peg you for the partying type, you know.
No, you misunderstand that, David. David, isn't it? Yes. No, I live here. I live here in the woods.
Oh, no, I feel you. I feel you, man. You've got to live it. You've got to live and breathe it, brother. I'm with you.
No. I live in the shed behind you. I live in that shed behind you. That's my humble home.
Wow. Okay. Well, what have you got there in your little bucket there? What have you got in there?
Well, it's my home. It's my home. I possess a radio and some mushrooms which I've picked, and that's all I really need in life.
Oh, you've got some mushrooms there, have you?
Yes,
Ah,
I picked them.
I see.
There's some all around you. Look on the floor. They're beautiful, tasting mushrooms.
Well, Mr. Weasel, yeah, I suppose it is about time to start winding down. A couple of your naughty little mushrooms sounds like a very good idea, sir.
Oh no, they're not naughty mushrooms. They're just ordinary mushrooms, but very nice. And would you care to join me for a snack?
I catch your drift. Softly, catchy monkey. Yes, I would love to join you, Weasel. Sounds fantastic.
I got some here, look, they're beautiful. So if you care to join me and I go into the shed, my home behind you, and we'll have a little snack of mushrooms there. Yeah? How's that
I mean,
sound?
yes, I don't normally eat. I thought you made a nice tea out of them or something, but hell, you look like the professional here. I'm happy to follow your guidance, master.
No. You misunderstand, I think. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and it's very nice. Follow me.
Aye, let's go. Here we go.
Thank
Well,
you.
isn't that
Thank you.
lovely? Now, an unlikely trio is about to log onto the World Wide Web. Over to Princess Aphrodite, President Makunda of Wakanda, and Ross.
Hello.
Hello, Ross.
Hi, up. How's it going? President.
Oh, it's all nice and well. I remember you. Yeah, it's been over 12 months now. I remember meeting Princess Aphrodite as well. And that was at the gala.
Oh, I'd love to see her again.
Yes. One of these days, I would love to, but I would want to extend my profound gratitude to the princess there. She's done immensely wonderful thing of making donations on the gala. Princess, if I may turn my attention to you, Princess Aphrodite, you remember the gala that was held to fundraise for Wakanda 12 months ago?
Oh, yes, of course.
That was a tremendous success, and I'm pleased to report that all the money that has been raised has been channeled towards building health facilities and what have you, and people of Wakanda.
Facilities. Wakanda. I thought you had witch doctors and that.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it in Africa?
Yeah, exactly.
Which doctor? Who?
It's a witch doctor. You have witch doctors in Africa.
Which doctor? Who?
Doctor Who is a different thing. It's that Doctor Who is a character from
Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who. I've seen it. Have you seen it?
Which Doctor Who?
It's Doctor Who.
I believe there is a female Doctor Who. Which doctor are you talking about?
I'm just talking about Doctor Who, the original one. You can't miss him.
No, I think there might be an African version. Which Doctor Who?
Which Doctor Who? Yes, which Doctor Who? That's exactly what my point. Which Doctor Who? Is it the female Doctor Who?
That's what I'm on about. But in Africa, it's which Doctor Who?
Which Doctor Who? Are you talking about Jodie Whittaker, the Doctor Who?
No.
You know,
Africa is a continent, isn't it?
it is a massive continent. Definitely so. Yeah.
It's part of Europe.
Well, Princess Aphrodite, this gentleman needs some history and geography lessons because he believes Africa is just as big as Europe. Europe goes into Africa many times.
Yes, we've had Brexit, isn't it?
Well, you can put it that way. Rose, but I would want to invite you to the continent of Africa and to Wakanda in particular, because Wakanda is right in the heart of Africa.
But I'd have to go through France to get there, wouldn't I?
This young man, he really needs education. Just come to the continent of Africa.
It's a continent. You have to
Yes,
go
it is.
there.
Continent, yes.
You mean they can't hold the bodies in Africa?
Oh my goodness me.
What?
This is not the,
It's why you say they're incontinent in Africa.
well, this is not about the inability or ability to go to the bathroom. You are talking about incontinent. I'm talking about continent. I'm talking about this land, very, very landmass, which is higher above sea level. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm awfully sorry to interrupt, but I do have to cut this short as the President Makunda does have a very important meeting lined up with Jackson Marshall. I'm really sorry to interrupt.
I understand.
Mr. President. Mr. President, hello.
Oh, the president of NASA, Jackson Marshall. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. And do you know why I've made this call?
Mr. President, it is an honor. I am ready to talk to you about our new space program.
Yes, that's precisely the reason that I've phoned you. I wanted to congratulate you of your recent success. You've managed to send a probe to Mars, and there is a rover right now which is on the planet Mars. That's an incredible achievement. My congratulations. And even my people of Wakanda also send their congratulations. This is an achievement not only for your country, but for the rest of the human race. This is wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I always say the planet Earth is America's 51st state. I am proud to be representing them.
I do agree. One thing, though, I would like to ask Mr. Marshall. The object of this mission to Mars is to try and find out and determine whether there is life or the existence of some form of microbial life or something like that?
Mr. President, let us not be coy. I believe you are a very well-researched man and thus have seen our first pictures from Mars of the life forces we have found.
I've got some bit of reservations, Mr. Marshall. You want to go and look for life. What if there is life there already? Because I've seen images of Martians up in arms saying Earthlings are pesky. They are knowing they should go back to Earth. They are not wanted there.
I know you are being dramatic, but Martians is the only word we can use for it. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes. I've never seen anything like it. All standing there speaking our language. Unbelievable. And yes, you are right. We brought our peace mission. We wanted to trade, negotiate with these Martians, and they started telling us to go back home, to go back to our own land, and that we were not welcome. Where do they get this notion?
Mr. Marshall, I'm not in any way underplaying the achievements of what you have done. We believe we are all Earthlings, and I'm so happy about what has happened here because this is an achievement for science. It's an achievement for your country. It's an achievement for my people as well. But to be forewarned is to be forearmed. We may have trouble there with the Martians because what I've heard is that there is a form of life, some form of humanoid existence. Those Martians don't like us on Mars. They see us as invaders. They don't like us. Some of them have got right-wing views. They say, go back to planet Earth. Mars is for Martians. How do you know? Some of them might even start building beautiful, beautiful, beautiful walls to prevent Earthlings from advancing further into the hinterland. That will be trouble for us, Mr. Marshall.
Mr. President, I appreciate your concerns, but never fear, for America is here. If they build a wall, our peace will knock it down. If they try and kick us out of our country, our freedom will bring us right back in there. That's the way, Mr. President. Democracy, freedom, rules with an iron fist.
Well, I'm impressed by your confidence, Mr. Marshall. Let's hope things work out. But I can see trouble from the Martians. Just like I said, we are in this together. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. You never know what happened, but good luck and congratulations once more.
President. Thank you. I appreciate your call. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, we must move on. And we will bring the whole group together now to talk about this very strange pandemic and how it is affecting the world and ourselves in different ways. There appear to be an increasing number of strange and fantastical urban myths circulating.
I heard that during the pandemic, when people were in lockdown, they were putting padlocks outside their front doors and within their inside of their houses. How weird. Well, I suppose the thing was to protect themselves.
I heard that we're going to have to seal our windows with sellotape, and the sellotape is running out in the shops.
I heard the sellotape don't do it. It's got to be like, you could probably do it with masking tape. A couple of layers of that, you'll be all right. But just sellotape, it's not enough these days.
Wow. That's a strong one. Well, I heard that after this lockdown, a lot of people are going to be hospitalized due to mental illnesses. People might just be walking on the street like a zombie.
Well, I read on the news the other day, right, that due to the lockdown now, the governments are sending out this microbial protective cling film. And you've to wrap your house in the cling film to keep out all the coronavirus. Now, Doris, didn't you hear something like that? You were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah, I heard that in this pandemic, everyone must wear a face mask and hand gloves before you board train, tram, or bus. It's so frustrating.
I heard you have to, even with the cling film, you cling film your house, your whole flat, and you still have to use Marmite. Have you heard that Marmite? COVID hates Marmite. So if you have Marmite in the cling film, it will never get in.
All these are very good ideas and theories. I also heard something very interesting, that if you, say, get several bags of 2-pound bags of sugar and empty them around each door crevice, around the steps, and just cover the front step, the back steps, and try to get as near the door as you can, then the COVID virus, it's too sweet for it, and it doesn't like sugar. Whether it works, I don't know.
I heard that putting on lights kills COVID.
Ooh, that's really interesting, because I heard the coffee thing, and I heard that if you mix coffee granules with sugar, and then you rub yourself in Marmite and roll in the sugary coffee thing, and then wrap yourself in cling film, you'll be safe, apparently.
I heard that the vaccine that medical sciences come up with is very safe. It is halal. It doesn't have animal products. And it's the safest thing and the best thing that we can use to combat the spread of the coronavirus.
I heard that even after this COVID, social distance has come to stay with us forever. What a word.
I was told that to maximize the vaccine, it's good to eat baked beans. Eat them for breakfast on toast, eat them for lunch on toast, eat them for supper on toast. It makes you very windy, but you're safe.
I was reading in the paper the other day that the government, they're gonna put the vaccine in tranquilizer dars and then give it to the army, and the army are gonna target anyone who's wandering about outside.
Oh, well, I had heard on the news the other day, right, that the government is going to start to take very infected areas of the UK, lift up the whole town and move them into the sea like some kind of floating city just to keep them isolated.
Ooh. Well, I've heard that when you take a straight bottle, just like that, put some salt and add some water, shaking, make sure the salt is melted, then you spray around the whole house and it can drive away the virus.
Wow.
Yeah, it all seems around your house to do things around your house, like cling film it with Marmite and things like salt, and everything is around your flat. So the virus can't get in really if you're careful. It can't get into your flat.
I heard on my little transistor radio, which I have, there was a good program on the other week actually, that if you actually get the cling film, talking about cling film again, and wrap it round you really tight so you can't move, then you can't move, and the coronavirus cannot get into you either. It's not a very good way to live, but at least you'll probably be protected, so they say.
I heard that if you keep washing your hand 24/7, you won't get in contact with COVID.
Well, these are very, very far-fetched ideas, and I'd advise those of you at home not to try all of them. But now we're going to have a very, very special meeting between Betty and her grandson, Russ. This is the first time they've met face-to-face in real life since the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, hello, love. Hello.
Who are you? I don't know you.
You don't remember me, do you? I'm Russ. And that's my granddad's hat, isn't it?
That's my husband's hat.
Yeah.
I wear it to remember him.
Does it still smell as bad
Smells
as
of
it?
him. But who are you? Who are you anyway?
I'm Ross. I'm your grandson.
You never are.
Yeah,
Oh, he was a little lad.
and you knitted him a blue teddy bear.
I knitted a blue teddy bear for my grandson, yes.
Yeah,
But you're a big man.
I know, but I still got most of the teddy bear.
You know, there was a man knocking at my window.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. What were you doing knocking on my window?
I wanted to see my granny.
Oh, why couldn't you just come in then?
Because I don't know what she is, nurse or someone. She won't let me in. She said I
They
couldn't
kept
come in.
giving me a tablet, you know, to talk to my daughter, but I couldn't swallow it.
No, I don't blame you. What would it make you? I don't know. How could you talk to your daughter after you took tablets?
I don't know. They kept saying, take this tablet and you can see your daughter.
Oh, was it one of them tablets? Makes you see stuff.
By the way, what did you say your name was?
My name's Russ.
And what's for dinner? Do you know?
I think it's fish pie.
Oh, fish pie. That's my favorite. That's my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, not really. What really? There's no one's allowed out. My girlfriend's in the right mad with me. So I'm just coming to see you.
Oh, I just watched the telly. I, s- they, I see the news, you know, and they ask me,
Yeah.
who's the Prime Minister? And I say, that blondie, that idiot. I know
Yeah,
who he is really. I know he's Boris Johnson, but I just say that blondie.
yeah. I don't even know
What
me.
what did you say is for dinner?
It's I think it's Toad in the Hall.
Toad in the hole. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh,
Oh, I love you, Russ. I love you.
love you too, Granny.
I think we have one more meeting arranged between Angelica, the Mirror Girl, and Weasel, who have an exciting plans in the pipeline.
Hello, Mr. Weasel.
Hello.
Hello, it's me,
Yes, please.
Angelica.
Angelica, do I know you?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes. The mirror girl.
Yes, I was with you in November.
Oh, how do you do, my dear?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Weasel. How have you been?
Oh, not too bad, thank you. Considering, but this COVID is terrible, isn't it? But it doesn't affect me as much with living on my own, as you know.
I
But
know.
how are you? Are your family and friends? Are they doing okay?
Well, yes. I'm doing great. I am stuck at home with my mirror, so I was thinking, I wanted to do something new. I was thinking of coming down to your woods sometime next week.
Oh my goodness! Yes, of course. Oh, that would be
Right.
splendid. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so
Thank you.
delighted to hear that. That's fine with you.
Oh,
Well, you remember the mushrooms you gave me last time?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stuck them
Yeah.
in the freezer when I got home, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make some soup, coconut milk and mushroom soup, and I intend to
Oh,
bring you some.
oh, that's fantastic,
Good, good.
Angelica. Oh, you really know how to make an old man happy.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
delicious
so
and it's good for the weather, you know, warm soup,
it
you
is.
know. Yes,
It
and
must be. Oh,
yes, and
oh,
you
that
know,
what
you
a
know,
lovely
yes,
kind thought.
yes, Mr. Weasel. You know,
Thank
as a
you.
mirror girl, I go everywhere with a mirror. I must have a mirror with me all the time since I'm not a mirror girl, you see. And I was thinking I should take permission from you to bring in some little mirror, you know, those trees around your hut.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes. Can I hang some mirrors on those trees, those little mirrors, just hanging, so I can see myself wherever I turn? Would that
Of
be
course
okay?
you can. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fine, my dear. Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind being on my own. That's why yeah, but I do get lonely occasionally, and it would be lovely to see you, Angelica.
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you, Mr. Weasel. And just before I go, Mr. Weasel, it would be lovely if I come in with some music, with some song, so we can just dance and have fun the whole day. How about that?
That sounds a brilliant idea. That's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it already.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'll see you then.
Thank you, my dear. See you soon.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Singing, yeah.
Singing, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
COVID. I got them COVID blues now.
I got the COVID blues now.
You ain't ever gonna lock me down.
You are never gonna let me drown.
Take it away, girl, we're here.
COVID face masks are a waste of time unless you're gonna commit a crime.
Oh yeah, you know, I just want to give my friends a hug, but I don't want to transmit that bug.
This woman coughed right at me as she passed. She wasn't even wearing a mask.
Oh.
Not seeing my friends is getting me down because of this COVID lockdown on the town.
So confusing, this COVID. I just can't get me head around it.
Them COVID blues,
they get me down.
I gotta keep my feet on the ground.
The light is at the end of the tunnels in sight. There's a COVID vaccine come. We're gonna be in the right.
I'm getting so sick of wearing these masks. I want to rip them off so fast now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna have this vaccine. It's really making me scared.
Tired of being washed. I'm tired being in the house. I wanna be free of hand washing 24 hours.
Them COVID
blues, they get me down.
I gotta keep my feet
on the
ground.
I hear you can lose your sense of taste. Those flavors are all going to waste.
Yeah, yeah.
We're living in bubbles. It's so bizarre. It's like living in a giant aero bar.
I can't even go to the swimming bath, and I just paid £100 for a special pass.
Let me get this straight. 14 days, you're telling me I've got to self-isolate.
Oh,
And no I gotta keep my feet on the
Un chrono digital. Banalonde baye. Il est man le blanc douanier. Il est man. Atiko Moulele. Bossa, bossa. Emily Akot. Oh no. Kende malamuna tikali. Bakoti no kyoka na yoeli. Olingo nango boito fanda eli. Kende malamuna tikali. Angana muna pasi pona le kalufundu. Angana muna boye pona le kabajeste. Papa sinanga moko Bakoti no kyoka na yoeli. Olingo nango boito fanda eli. Kende malamuna tikali. Bakoti no kyoka na yoeli. Olingo nango boito fanda eli. Kende malamuna tikali. Nasala nini eli. Bolingo yanga na yo bakoti soki. Likambo ya salongo kototika tokoma na kayu. Una yokei ezali pe paradiso te eli. Kolata kitoko kasi ndete akolala komalonga te. Bakoti ndotoka tianga na yo eli. Olingo nango boito fanda eli. Kende malamuna tikali.
A kind-hearted woman gains respect, but a ruthless man gains only wealth. The man of integrity walks purely, but he who takes the crooked path will be found out. Oh, will be found out.
Tremendous stuff, guys. Yeah, great stuff.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was really fun, really interesting.
It's still enjoyable as the first time watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Enjoyed that.
I can't believe we did all that stuff last year.
When
quite
was
a
it?
lot of
When did we do it, Victor? When was it?
yeah, last year.
Yeah, but what month? What time of the year was it? I've forgotten.
That was during the Migration Festival again.
No, this performance was a few months ago, wasn't it? We did an extra.
Yeah.
When was it, Jana? When exactly? What month was it?
I think it was February or something.
February. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, but that was a lot of hard work, I tell you.
Yeah, but it's funny when you see it now how bizarre our life has become.
and some of the things that were said there was kind of prophetic, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
It almost happened, a lot of those things. And they're not as ridiculous as they sounded at first.
I'd forgotten about some of the scenes, really, because I remember when after the performance, I couldn't help watching the final scene, the music scene. I watched it so many times over and over again. Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
Really uplifting to see the final scene singing and really happy scenes. Really uplifting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even now, you know, it's as good as ever.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well done, everyone, again.
Well done. I think people worked hard there. Yeah, they really worked hard.
Also, and it was the first time, well, the only time really, wasn't it? On Zoom, so it was all different to us, all new to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
a new experience.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Did you say this is a recording of something you did last year?
Yeah,
yes.
I think it was February this year. We did it. Yeah, recording what we did in February. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
some good memories.
Yeah,
good memories. So we've got a few questions here. So you know, the whole process of doing theatre usually requires lots of face-to-face interaction, especially when you're practicing and rehearsing. How did you guys go about overcoming these COVID-imposed challenges?
You want to answer anything, Victor? Do you want to do, or Paul, or go in?
Yeah. Well, just it's like we were discussing before, coming to the question and answer session. This was quite a new experience for all of us, really. Nobody had done online performances at all, and let alone using Zoom. Zoom was a new experience for all of us, and it looks very flawless when you look at the whole performance, at the scenes and what have you. But from all the actors and actresses, I think quite a lot of us can detect some gaps there, but the audience may not notice it. But it was a good experience. We are learning about the technology. We are learning about how to perform online, something that was totally new to all of us. But it was also due to Joanna and Tom's good facilitation and bringing us together and helping us to sort of coordinating the scenes and what have you, that we are able to produce this piece of work, and it came out fantastically well. And I remember watching the performance days after, because I didn't immediately watch it. I was so worried because I thought things would be wrong, and the whole thing was full of surprises. Really said, oh, it's really us who did that. It was a very wonderful thing to do. Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah. So we were talking before about how it can often be hard to maintain contact with the networks that you build up doing activities online. Have you been able to keep that community together?
Yeah, I think the weekly sessions have been a lifeline for lots of the members, and it's been amazing because at the beginning of the pandemic, we thought we'd have to stop. And it's just been so great that we've been coming together every week and continuing our normal activities. And we've learned lots of things along the way about what works and what doesn't. But it feels like we never separated in terms of the group and continuing to meet. So that's been really good. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That's amazing.
And one of our, adding on to that, one of our members, David Davis, was actually performing from Taiwan. That's where he is, and he had just before lockdown, or soon after lockdown, he had flown to Taiwan, where he's working, and we're able to maintain contact with him every week, even up to now. This morning, before we because we have our sessions every Tuesday. He's always there to be with the rest of the group, and it's as if he has never gone out of Sheffield. But he does his performance. All those the discussion that he had with Weasel was done when he was in Taiwan. The discussion that he had with me as Jackson Marshall, it was all done. The communication was between Sheffield or Europe and Asia. So it's and had it been a live performance, he would not have been able to take part. That was the wonder of it, and the good thing about it. The lockdown came, the technology made it possible for us to communicate across that vast difference and within a different time zone. And he seems just like he's around us, really. Yet he does all that in Taiwan. Yeah.
Well, I can see you clearly put the work in to maintain the community. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise they had snow in Taiwan either. Still saw it behind him.
Yeah, that's great. So do you have any future performances on the cards?
Yeah, we're preparing a storytelling performance for Migration Matters in July, but we're hoping that will be face to face. So we're rehearsing on Zoom, and we're going to perform it. So have 3 rehearsals in real life, as we call it, and then we're going to perform it at the Delhi, hopefully in Sheffield. So.
Oh, lovely! And that's with the same group of people.
Yeah, the same lot as that were on there. I think there's one new member as well from China. Who joined us recently, who will be telling a story as well. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, and so this upcoming production is going to be on a similar theme on the issue of migration and COVID, or tell us a little bit about your upcoming project.
You want to say something, Paul, about it? Because you've not said anything yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the best of explaining things. We're telling stories for it's primarily about stories from around the different stories from around the world. Sorry, and our certain stories differ from the can't think of the word again. But they're all stories from around the world and some different continents, Africa and the UK or Europe.
Oh, smashing.
And I'm personally telling the story of Rumpelstiltskin, from the Grimm. Is it Brothers Grimm?
The Brothers Grimm, I think, or the Hans fairy tales. I can't recall.
Yeah. Which is actually I didn't realise until I actually Googled it. It's actually a German story, like all the Grimms are, aren't they? Apparently. So, or I think it's the Grimms or Hans. Yeah.
Hans Christian Andersen is the other big compendium of fairy tales, I think.
Yeah. That rings a bell. Yeah, and we've been working on that the last few weeks now, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing Rumpelstiltskin by any chance?
I've not decided yet. Well, I've personally not decided, but I think that's a good question. Rumpelstiltskin does really come out, and I think it's a fantastic character, and it's. I think I will actually play, or if I'm allowed to play that character. Yeah,
Gawain's going to be telling a story he's written himself, which will be good as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Gawain,
Yeah.
how would you like to tell us about that?
Okay. Well, it's not a story that I've written actually. It's a story that I've told quite a few times. I used to be a teacher, and I tell it to classes when there was nothing set to do with them. And yeah, it's that's about all there is to say about it, really.
Okay. Okay, so in the same way that you would entertain the children when there was nothing to do, you'll be entertaining us.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's it. In theory, at least.
Yeah, and he tells it really well. The stories really.
Yeah, he's a
really.
fantastic storyteller. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
What,
Yeah.
I think it's one of these things when you're dealing with children who are so brutally honest. If
Yeah.
it wasn't an entertaining story, you would know very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you've had this really interesting experience of working together in the pandemic when we've all been quite isolated from each other. How have you felt? Has it had a personal meaning for you or a personal impact on you taking part in such a great group project?
Well, it for me personally, it was one way of combating isolation. Yeah, I mean that's the upshot of it, the advantage gained from this type of experience. When we went into lockdown, I personally thought I was going to be in it for the long haul and just staying in the room, going out into the garden, moving around the house, and getting bored until, well, we were all bored to death. But then that was never the case. The online communication became a lifeline, really, for interaction, and that made it possible for us to 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 come together, to meet regularly on a weekly basis, and it was a new way of doing things, and we sort of kept in touch together, and it also helped us really to sort of counter the effects of separation, so to speak. So and we got used to it, and it became exciting, and then all these creative ideas started coming up, and we made very, very good use of it, and it became a new experience, and an experience which was quite enriching and helpful to all of us. And here we are. It also helped us to be together, really. Yeah.
Did you know each other before the project? Sorry, Gawain, did you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I think it's interesting that the drama group very much, when the effects of COVID are, I think, in many ways similar to the effects of migration, in that if you're not careful, it isolates people. And what I think is wonderful about Side by Side is that it's kept us talking.
Yeah, that's fascinating. That's a really interesting parallel, actually.
Yeah.
I'd never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
I told you everyone was better at speaking than me. Just prove the point.
Shut up now.
I'll shut up. I'm the worst. I'm the terrible joker of the pack. I'm afraid. By the way.
Oh, okay. You're the joker at the back of the class, are you?
I am. Then they just whistle in the air. It wasn't me, sir.
Some things you never grow out of, eh?
And tell me about it. Yeah, I still feel 10 in my head. I probably act like it as well. Although I'm only 21.
Was it fun managing that, Joanna?
Yes, it is. They're a very, very fun group, and also it's great because everyone just is willing to try anything, and so it's great as a facilitator to offer things and then to be received. They receive it and try it out, and because for me, starting out on Zoom, I didn't have a clue what would work, even with games and exercises. You just have to kind of, and at the beginning, I'd kind of transfer games I knew in real life onto Zoom, but then soon I realized you kind of have to think outside the box. And then I found lots of new things, also talking to other facilitators and stuff. But yeah, it's been great. And we did know each other from before.
Okay.
But moving online, it was great that people kept coming. And the group actually, really, it grew almost. I mean, we had really regular people coming every week. So yeah, it's been great. And we got lots of funding as well, which was great, to keep going. So that was nice.
That is one of the key things.
Yeah, and it was great that people just gave us the money to keep going, even though we weren't meeting as before. So yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we're all very excited to see what you've got coming up in July. I'll be looking forward to going story.
Yeah.
Paul, I'm a little bit worried about you now, but I'm going to risk it.
I'm worried about me as well.
Victor, Joanna, you've got something ready for us in July for us all to enjoy?
Victor,
yeah, well, yeah, we are doing stories from around the world, really, and these are represented by the members of our groups who come from all parts of the world, and so it will be rehearsing and storytelling about those different stories from different parts of the world where we all come from, and including Europe as well, where we are now, and United Kingdom.
Yeah, I was about to say, Boris.
Yeah.
UK, Europe.
Yeah.
And what language was the song that we learned to sing?
Oh yeah, that one. It's in Shona. That's my mother tongue. So, but the guys they've picked it up. They sing it like we are back home in Zimbabwe. I tell you, I was listening to this. Oh goodness me, it's like I'm listening to a Shona audience or Shona singers. Yeah.
Singing the chorus, aren't we?
Shona speaking.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I don't know if that's part of the performance in July, but I very much
it will be. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to wrap up here. We've run out of time, unfortunately. But I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed the play. Thought it was fascinating.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed meeting all of you and hearing your stories. And I'm really looking forward to your Oakland performance in July.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Aidan. Nice to speak to you.
Thank you, everybody. Nice to
Thank
meet you.
you.
Hopefully see you in person some point.
Soon. Brilliant. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.